Good Wednesday morning. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you've gotten off to a great start in the week and that you're looking forward to a great day today. I wanted to share with you part of a text that I received Monday from one of my dear ladies in the church. It says, first, thanks for the inspiring sermon today. And I have found myself at times fairly resentful of some things, like now, beginning to have to wear a mask. But then my son reminds me, Mom, it's more to protect others than yourself. And yes, Dave, it is about others. Others. You know, I was reminded of what the Bible says in Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, where it says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Others. You see, the Bible there is talking about the fact that you and I need to be a little more concerned about other people sometimes than ourselves. You know, we get pretty self-conscious. We get pretty self-absorbed with how we feel and what we're going through and our attitude about things, thinking we know it all or you know, all kind of things like that. And, you know, we need to be concerned about others. I mean, first of all, we need to be concerned about what we can do for others. What are you doing for somebody else? Have you thought about the folks next door to you? We've got a dear lady next door to us. She's recovering from cancer. She has some issues. And, you know, I scoop the snow on her drive. When I scoop my drive, I scoop her drive. And if you know my drive, it's pretty good sized. And yes, hers is too. But you know what? Somebody needs to do it for her. And if I were not here, somebody needed to do it for Janet. So I try to do those things for her. We take her food occasionally, and we do things for her. We try to do things for other people. When Janet was physically able to make soup and do those things, I always would have to make the soup run. You know, she'd say, you need to take this to so-and-so and to so-and-so and to so-and-so and so-and-so. She'd think of all the older ladies and the widows in the church and just reaching out to them, taking care of them, concerned. What are you doing for others? I mean, what do you do? What can you do to be a help to others? I think right now, especially with what's going on with, you know, we have the stay-at-home situation going on. Did they need groceries brought to them? Did they need medicine brought to them? Did they need somebody just to check in on them? Maybe somebody just to call them on the phone or send them a text message just to let them. You say, well, I don't really know them that well. That's okay. Get to know them. Reach out, touch them, encourage them, be a friend to them. And then thirdly, and the issue that the lady in the text was really talking about is what can we do to protect others? And one of the things as we move forward in dealing with the pandemic we've been dealing with, and we've had the stay-at-home order, and things are beginning to loosen up a little bit, and you know, we're beginning to encourage to gather together, and we can be together on groups of 10. I've encouraged you on Sundays to gather if you can, if you're comfortable, to gather in groups of 10, being socially distanced, being very sanitary, very careful to wash your hands and being careful, but to begin to gather together to get that fellowship back. Their people need encouraged. They need fellowship, and if they're open to that, and to beginning to do that, but once again, being careful to protect them, being concerned about them, and then of course as it opens more broadly, and we're able to begin to meet in larger groups, maybe move back toward our church and our church property, meeting together. What can I do to be able to be together, but at the same time to protect them? Making sure that you know, that I observe, I wash my hands are so tired of being washed, they want to scream sometimes. But making sure I wash my hands. And yeah, sometimes wearing that mask, and we've made fun of that a little bit. And I understand that, and I understand it's inconvenient. I don't like it. It's hot. It's hard to breathe. But when I'm going to be in close contact with a group of people, I wear a mask. I'm concerned about that. I want to make sure I don't give them something. I want to make sure I am not the cause of physical problems, and that we get this thing stomped out. And that's not a lack of faith. That actually is a genuine concern for the well-being of other people. And the Bible says, I need to be concerned about others. I need to esteem others better than myself. I think once again of that little ditty, Lord, help me live from day to day in such a self-forgetful way that even when I kneel to pray, my prayer would be for others. How about you?